Howdy, howdy. Ohio gozaimasu, cabron. I had a transfarring. Oops, hold on. Why is it? I had a transfarring issue, but I resolved it, so we're good. We're good. I was about ready to give in and give up all of the progress that I made when I was playing off stream on my Vita, but we're good. On the right account today. Yes, I am. I believe so. Yes, I'm on the right account. So I beat all but a couple of the extra ops that I unlocked. The only reason I didn't beat certain extra ops is because I was like, oh, I kind of want to co-op this, or in one case I was like, I cannot do this on Vita controls. I desperately need a real controller for this if I want to do it properly. But I unlocked a bunch of stuff. What did I do since last time? Oh, I did get the Hush Puppy to level 2, or the Hush Puppy rank 3 to level 2. I'm watching your Metroid Prime playthrough. Thank you for watching my Metroid Prime. That was my first Metroid game, and it was super fun. I was actually just reminiscing about that because I 100%ed it when I was at Otakon last year, and now I'm about to go to Otakon again. So I'm like, what game can I bring this time? I found. Is that the moose that stole the boy's Game Boy? Yes, it's me. I found the boobidaboos, the blueprints for the twin barrel shotgun, so I have that developing. I think this one is new, this new assault rifle. This one definitely is. And so I started developing that. What else did I get? What else did I get? What's this? Medical theme. Oh, my R&D is the problem. I got a new machine gun. I got 2 new machine guns. I got rank 3 nades. And then for items, I got analyzer rank 3. And what was the other thing I got? I swear I got something else. Oh yeah, I developed the new mate tea. So I did all of that. I don't think I've checked in on Zeke in a minute. I don't have the scraps. But then I completed the new Fulton missions. I completed the you're gonna farm for Zeke parts on stream. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or if I'll do it off stream. I guess it depends on the vibe. Depends on what I need to do to farm Zeke parts. I assume just fight the AI bosses over and over. But I did the new Fulton recoveries. I did this. Yeah, I did the target demolition, the item captures. I did the new classified document. I didn't do base defense because those dudes came pretty fast, and I was like, all right, I need to do this with a real controller so I can actually get headshots, because otherwise it gets real dicey real fast. I did the obstacle demolition, I eliminated the kidnappers, did the clearing escape, I did Snake's gear retrieval, and then I did do the armored vehicle battle, but only the first one. The other two I wound up getting intimidated because it was kind of tough, and I was like, my hands hurt. It'll probably go quicker on stream, fight them, and only shoot the pod. Okay. That's kind of what I was doing anyway. Because I'm naturally gaming. Totally not just trying to get more co-op in. Yeah. Oh, I didn't tweet that I'm live. Wait, hold on. Ah! I was so distracted by the transfarring situation. Do I even have my... This is the problem with moving onto my new computer. I don't have any of my thumbnails. My thumbnails are all on the other one. Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Pretend this number is a 4 and we're live! There we go. Oops. Okay. I totally forgot. Yeah, this is my last stream this week until next week, because I'm heading over to Moose parents' house tomorrow so that I can be there so Papa Moose and I can catch our flight to Otakon. And so I can get syrup all nice and cozy and comfortable before I leave. She's finally going to Otaku Convention. I've been in Otaku Convention. Infiltrate the US missile base. Peace Walker must be stopped before it can launch its nukes. Infiltrate the US missile base on the southeastern shore of Lago Kochibolka and head for the communications tower. Hold on, I'm struggling to open my drink. One of those days. One of those days. It's my boss is on vacation this week. And the other girl, who is usually my counterpart, is on vacation this week. So it's literally me trying to hold everything together by myself with gum and duct tape. And it's been a little stressful. And my boss was like, oh, because we're both gonna be out, you really can't be out during this week. And I was like, I hate to tell you this, but I'm going to an anime convention with my dad. And if you stop me from going to it, I will quit. And he was like, okay. So it's been a little stressful.
Peace Walker has crossed the border and entered a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of Lago Kosibolka.
Kosibolka.
Targeting the MSF plant. That's us.
That's us, in case you forgot.
Destroy Peace Walker.
So yeah, all week people have been like, hey, can you do this thing on this day? And I'm like, nope, I can't, actually. I, in fact, cannot, because I am at an anime convention with my dad. Stop it. Somebody sent me I have it blocked out on my calendar, and somebody sent me a fucking meeting request. And I was like, and I literally responded, I think I responded, sorry, I'm nerding out with my dad. And they responded with a question mark, and I was like, no one listens. No one listens! Nobody respects nothing. Oh, chapter 4! The illusion of peace. I am really excited about it, though. I always get weirdly, I always get nervous before traveling. I don't like traveling at all. I like being home.
Take the gondola west along the river. When you reach the northern bank, you are in Nicaragua. I've arranged for a guide to get you close. Snake!
Chico.
Sorry about the horse. He sure was pretty.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic.
No. No!
I I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time.
Boss.
There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. Kill me. Kill me now. There's only room for one boss. And one snake.
Oh god.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove their innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way that the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. That was her final mission. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Boss.
Something's not right. Key card doesn't look too bad.
What do you think?
Gonna need some help.
Am I in there?
This is Snake. Can you hear me?
This is Miller. Loud and clear.
Got in without a hitch.
Good. There's an airfield on the other side of the building, on the northwestern shore of the lake. That's where they'll conduct the launch. There's a communications tower in front of you. I'm betting they'll control Peace Walker from there.
Cuz they're targeting Mother Base. Don't you think you should evacuate?
Nah. Everybody here believes in you.
Cause, please. Just in case.
Fine, then. I've kind of gotten attached to the place myself. What about Amanda and her people?
They've been taken to safety.
The game could be a tad louder.
Any
Okay.
further.
Good. They've got their own cause to fight for.
And Snake. Don't forget the bad guys have got Paz.
I won't.
We're prepping a few backup units. Don't let them launch, Snake. We're counting on you.
Yeah, I feel like you could evacuate just in case. You know, I know you believe in me. I appreciate that. I respect that. But maybe
See the communications tower to the
Perhaps.
west? Head for that, Snake.
we play it safe. This guy, is that a helmet? Yep.
Someone's firing at us! Going to alert status!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra caution.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah!
Oh, if I wanted to go lethal, I could use a turret. Really get him. Stupid! Uh-oh. I saw that guy. I saw him.
Don't wake up. Don't wake up.
HQ!
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Is it? Who called in the all clear? Are you sure? D, show me the other guy. More interested in this fellow. This dapperly dressed fellow. Another D. Let you know if I'm wrong when the gunfire starts up. Who called this in all clear? I don't know how to take the. I should have brought in something other than a Gustav. For lethal, I feel like a tool now. You know what? Oops! I mean, if I just want to unload on it with a Gustav, do you think anyone would notice? Think anyone would notice that guy screaming?
Fulton recovery subject
Ooh,
confirmed
ladder.
onboard helicopter.
What a thrill. The Gustav is really quiet. Let's put that assertion to the test, shall we? Oh. He's zippy zapped. Come back, you know. You know what I want. Come on. Come on! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. America. Oh. Did that work?
Someone's firing!
What's wrong? What's going on over there?
I don't know. Nobody knows. Oh shit!
Outside, moving to engage.
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
Don't. I'm a nice hostile. They still don't know what's going on. Stealth. There's the other guy. Ah! Bro? Bro? He's on a mission! Where was he trying? Ooh! As we say, C's get degrees. Now where is the other guy? The other Oh no! You worth it? Oh, there's the guy in there. Don't wake him up! Are you worth anything? Ah, Christ. What just happened? What was that? Is that a mission from God? Is that a flashbang? Next. Try me. Y'all looked on the worthless side to me. D. C. Now we're talking. But is this guy in the way? Can I just get this guy I want? Yes!
This is HQ.
Yes!
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby.
I'm I'm not, don't worry. Nobody knows. Nobody knows a thing. They heard my Gustav and they were like, whose birthday is it? Sounds like we're having a party. Ooh. Yeah. I don't want to stand up.
Come in, HQ.
Shit.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
Another one of these fucking guys. I really should have brought something else.
We're being shot at. Going to alert.
They didn't hear anything.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra caution.
Shh. It's okay, they don't know. Shh. Everyone remain calm. Oh, there's a prisoner over here. Since you're going away after today, are you gonna try to finish this today? It'll take a bit of grinding. Probably not. I'll probably just play a little bit. I wanted to unlock some additional extra ops so that I can transfer to my Vita and grind when I'm in my hotel room.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
Got his ass. Yeah, or on the plane, in the hotel, in the lines. I like having something to do.
All right.
Miller, stop getting excited every time it's a female. Yeah, you have to be strategic, especially because this is the first convention in a long time where I've been on the fence about, oh, do I actually want to wait in an autograph line? I'm usually strictly, if I have to wait, if I have to wait in a long line for it, it's not worth doing.
I know I saw something.
You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit. Miss Otakon so much. I miss living close to it. Yeah, I miss it being in... I miss it being in Baltimore.
Is somebody there?
No. I miss it being in Baltimore because...
Hey! We're under attack!
That was the sickest dodge I've ever seen in my life. How did he do that? Give me stuff. Dude's the one. Yeah, Ultra Instinct. What's his combat skill? Oh, I didn't even bother. I was just so taken aback. He's a chef. Yeah, I miss it being in Baltimore. Oh, another one. I miss it being in Baltimore because they let him cook. Because it was just easier to like find things to eat if you didn't want to pay an exorbitant price for convention food. There were a lot more restaurants close to the convention that didn't fill up super, like they got full, but they were like just a far enough walk away that they weren't totally slammed by the convention. So you could still go get sushi or Irish food, or you had like a lot of options. And it was connected to the convention center by a catwalk. So it was like pretty easy and nice to get there. DC, I never know. I basically only ever eat at one restaurant. And it's the one that's like in the hotel that's connected to the convention center. Because there's nothing else that's a super close walk. And from my experience, my limited experience in DC for Otakon, it always seems to be when there's some kind of historical event happening. And so I don't really like going outside on the street because people are a little rowdy. And like,
Understood.
Fighting.
Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra caution.
What the? I don't know what happened there. Willis, thank you so much for the raid! My name is Maple, I'm a moose. I like playing lots of different games. Right now I'm just trying to move Peace Walker along because I wanna grind it. I wanna grind it while I'm away for my anime convention this weekend. Trying to get caught up. Thank you so much. Wait, hold on. What were you playing? Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. What is that? What is that? That sounds familiar. What is it for? I only ever eat at the burger place or in Chinatown. When I used to go to a game convention nearby, I would either go to a kick-ass Chinese place nearby or try something else that wasn't in the convention food. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like convention. Sir! I'm talking about convention food. Have some respect.
Understood.
Have some respect. Oh, this fucking guy. Wait 1 second. Oh, he knew it. He knew I was coming. Don't you want to move? Wow, no! There's so much happening. It's a really cool new tower defense / action game from Capcom. Okay, that's probably. I have my Capcom friends. We're probably like, yes. Where did they go down? Oh, it is. Whoa! He's coming. Oh lord, he's coming. Check this shit out. That was not wrong direction.
The enemy's here!
They're fine. Where did they? Oh my god, they lived. At least one of them down. Oh no, where are you guys going? Ellis? Can I get him to pass out on the ladder? Not with that aim. You're gonna long live the king him. Come on, there you go. Oh, I am running out of. Running out of ammo is what I was gonna say. No. Oh, did he wake up? Got Disney brain rot on one monitor. I did. I too was doing that before this, and I was trying to contain myself. Because I try to hide my power level about that stuff a little bit. I just hear a man. Try to hide my power level when it comes to the Disney theme park adult status. He has a skill. Oh no, you're a Disney adult too. Brother, I had the season pass. Don't oh no me!
Wilson recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I had the season pass. It's over. Seasoned like eggs. I had the season pass to Disneyland when I lived in SoCal. And I would just go for dinner because if you have the season pass, you get free parking and free admittance. So I would go and I would go to like these really fun, nice restaurants that normally I'd have to pay parking and admission for, and I just went and I would have dinner and go home. What Disney foods did you usually get? Okay, sit down. So my favorite restaurant at Disneyland is the Napa Rose because they have the blog post coming out because they do a wine pairing with your food. You don't actually like order dinner. You say it's basically like tell me what the chef. Oh, hold on. Gotta be normal for a second.
Pause.
Snake.
Can you hear me?
See, I can hear you.
Where are you?
I am not sure. I don't recognize it.
What about Coldman?
He just left for the control tower. Said something about entering the final data.
Oh!
What is the matter?
They found me.
Snake!
Kaz.
Kaz, please.
Snake, you okay?
Evacuate my
Ready
boys.
to move out. They're headed your way on the double.
Are you serious?
There's a skeleton crew manning the base.
Better not be any of my S
Everyone else
ranks.
is en route to the base in Nicaragua. Snake, think you can make it to that control tower?
Not sure why, but this place is crawling with Russian troops. Gonna have to force my way through.
What the hell's going on?
Damned if I know.
Get over there quick as you can. You're almost there, Snake. Stay steady.
Snake,
I'm coming, Baz.
do not worry about me. I am an angel of peace. I will be watching over you.
Here goes nothing.
I hope he didn't leave Kojima behind on the base to get nuked. Yeah, I like the Napa Rose because they come up with like the appetizer and the entree and the dessert, and they do a wine pairing with each one. This mission upcoming is a co-op worthy mission. Oh, okay. Herd chef. And so it's really nice, but it is pricey, so it's only really for like special occasions. If you're like, it's my birthday or whatever. My more normally priced fave restaurants, I really like. You do have to get a reservation for it, but the prices were pretty normal. The restaurant in the middle of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's actually a restaurant. When you go on Pirates of the Caribbean, it like goes around kind of that Firefly-ish area. There's a restaurant in there. And so it's really fun to eat there because you're kind of surrounded by water and you see people go by in the boats. It's a lot more, or at least it used to be, I don't know how it is now, a lot more affordable than like the fancy Napa Rose restaurant. That restaurant's my favorite. I mean, they have stuff that they have probably my favorite food there too, but the experience is really good. I do like just getting turkey legs and enjoying a turkey leg, but I'm one of the basic bitches who loves Dole Whip a lot. And I know the Dole Whip secrets because like I said, I went like twice a week. And so at Disneyland, they have a Dole Whip stand in front of the Tiki Room. And everybody lines up, all the people, all of the peasants who aren't there constantly, line up on the outside. But if you go through the gate as if you're lining up for the Tiki Room, which is like never full, if you go through the gate as if you're lining up for the Tiki Room, they have another Dole Whip line with people waiting to serve you and no one is in there. It's like, at most, you'll have like 1 or 2 people, whereas the Dole Whip line on the outside is like 20. And the workers don't bother to tell people. Like, they don't say, hey, you can, come around to the other side. They just let it happen. And so it winds up being kind of a secret thing that only the weirdos know. that's my strategy. Disney adults only. Yeah, what if I made a dating site called DisneyAdultsOnly.com? If you know, you know. Yeah, I'm in the elite club. I would not sign up. Yeah, I used to go there all the time, just like constantly. So I have all of this weird like park lore knowledge and like hacks. Like if you're gonna go do this, you gotta experience it like this, sort of stuff. I actually like some of the restaurants, like the little cafes that are on the main street of Disneyland, not downtown Disney, but like the main street on Disneyland, because there's one place that actually has good clam chowder, which is kind of rare. But there's another place that serves really good like chicken and waffles type of stuff, and it's one of the cheaper places there actually. I just really like it. I'm not well acquainted with the Florida one. I will say that. I did go to the Florida one like once, but Maple, Disney, and adults only next to each other in a URL might lead to trouble. I want to see what happens. Come on, could Disney come find me? Come see what happens. Remember they had a little arcade? Yeah! Yeah, Tomorrowland is like very much Star Wars now. Well, I mean, they have Star Wars Land now in Disneyland, but then Tomorrowland kind of became a lot of Star Wars as well, so Star Wars kind of doubles up. But I have actually Maple officially throwing hands with the mouse, fighting Disney to the death. Okay, I think I told this story, but I got in trouble one time because my roommate, it was his first time at Disney, and he saw Mickey, and he was like, I want my picture with Mickey. And I was like, oh yeah, we can get our picture with Mickey. And so I like went to go in to pose with Mickey with him, and instead he shoved his phone into my hands to take his photo with Mickey alone. And I was like, this fucking guy. And I was laughing so hard about it that like a Disney staffer came over and was like, ma'am, are you laughing at another guest? And I was like, no, I know him. It's like, please don't kick me out. I'm just laughing because he was so mean to me. Michael Mouse, count your fucking days. Tell Michael Mouse to pay child support for Charles Entertainment Cheese. Did you guys know that Chuck E. Cheese was a streamer? I don't know if he's still streaming. But he was like a VTuber for a minute, except he was more like a fursuit. It was like a Chuck E. Cheese, Charles Entertainment Cheese fursuit was streaming on Twitch. And he streamed one time. Was it only one time? There's a legendary clip of him saying poggers. I only know because in my friends Discord, somebody dropped a screenshot of him streaming, and the first response was, "That is truly wretched." It made me laugh forever. Are you talking about a puppet? No, it's like a guy in a Charles Entertainment Cheese costume. That has to be archived, so I'm sure. That's so Charles, yeah. Yeah, I regret to inform you I'm like one of the ultimate Disney adults. That's why I was so excited when I saw that stream on the schedule. I was like, oh my god. I was like, the problem is I'm gonna go in there and be like, listen, you have to be so interested about all the things I have to say about Disney. So I was basically using my mod chat to scream into the void to control myself. I was like, I don't want to be annoying, so I just have to get this out somewhere. Oh, yeah, I actually knew someone who was a member of Club 33. I never got to go in myself. because we weren't that close, but it was like a 6 degrees of separation thing. Tell them your Disney thoughts, gamer. I have so many. I'm like a strategist too. I do the fast pass on my phone, so I schedule my rides throughout the day. I did have a chance to visit Star Wars Land. That's where the mom like tackled me because I got between her and her like, wasn't even that young, but between her and her son. I didn't know I was between them, and she got mad and tackled me, and I was like, whoa. But Star Wars Land was cool. I got to try the weird milk. I didn't get to go in the cantina because it was still really new, so it was like totally booked for the day. And I was almost trampled to death trying to get to the Millennium Falcon ride as soon as the gates opened. But I rode it, and that's the only thing that matters. Anyway, let's continue the game. Got between her and her 28-year-old son. Her large adult son. How about California Adventure? So California, I like California Adventure as well. It has like some of the more intense rides now, I would say. Oh, a volunteer, let's go. I got my shotty with a body. Got a lot of guns. Let's go. I got all these boys. Nobody better be getting sick. Not when we're about to get hit with a... Oh, I forgot I did a... we got a hostel. California Adventure... There's actually also a really good restaurant on the main square in California Adventure. It's kind of like a... like old Louisiana... like Creole food type of place. It's really good. I like that place a lot. I really like... I don't know if they've changed it to something else, because I used to really love Soarin' Over California, because it's basically you're in a theater, but you're being suspended, so it's like you're flying in kind of a... what would you call it? Like a hang glider? And so it's like you're hang gliding, and it's like an IMAX theater type of thing, so it feels like it's all around you, so you're like flying over the trees and flying down rivers and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool because they actually like pipe in scents, and so when it flies over like the orange groves or lemon groves, it pipes in like the citrus scent, which is really, really cool. I used to really like that, but I think they changed it to something else. I can't remember what they changed it to. I used to go on it all the time. I also, California Screamin' was really good. There was one time there was a lightning storm, and for some reason they like didn't shut it down, and I was like, well, no one's in line. And I went on it like 3 times in a row, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking die on this thing. I'm gonna reach the apex, take a lightning bolt to the face. Based opportunist. That was exactly what it was. I was like, I'm never gonna have an opportunity like this again. Oh, and that's where the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is. They converted the old Tower of Terror in California Adventure to Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to move some boys around. And so it's basically still the same ride, but now like an animatronic of Rocket screams at you the entire time, which I don't dislike. Let's see. What are these other... Oh, I see. These are the prisoners. I was like, why did I take a D? All D ranks. That's beneath me. I'll see if I move them elsewhere. What's he good at? Right. So graded anything. Combat team. You're not graded anything, but who gives me the highest GMP? Good Maple points. Got some good Maple points here. Perhaps you? No, this guy. This music always reminds me of Terminator. Me too! Got some Disney pics from my high school's grad night. That's dope. Let's put someone who's the ones who suck the most in our highest risk positions so they can die. Then I don't have to fire them. Pretty sure that's what my boss is like doing with me. It's like, I don't have to do it if something else does the job for me. And this guy. Good Maple points. Alright. Have you done Outer Ops yet? Yeah, one just came back, actually. Team Alpha has returned. Let's see how they did. I always send them with a ton of mechanical backup. Because I'm like, I do not trust these men by themselves. Oh, they're not taking that much damage. My guys are strong. GNU, isn't that the minions guy? You just shoot a tank. Let's go! No! Yikes. What the hell? Oh, he's using a Gustav. Hit the almost dead soldier with Gustav gaming. Yeah, they watched me. I can't believe they all lived. Good for them. Good for them. Now someone has to get fired. But yeah, I like California Adventure. Cars is also in California Adventure, but the Cars, I've done a couple. I've done 4, I guess. The Cars ride always has the most ridiculous wait of all time. Like, everyone in the entire world is like, I want nothing more than to wait 7 hours for my 30-second Cars ride. Because people get really amped because there's a race section in it where, like, you and the other car, because there's 2 that go simultaneously, it's like they race at the end and it's randomized which car wins. And so people are always really amped up, like, oh, my car's totally gonna win. And I don't know if the gambling is what makes people so crazy about it. I do not like the movie's Cars. I find it insipid, but that ride is fantastic. Yeah, it's a good ride. It's also not worth waiting like 7 hours for it. Both can be true. It seems to break constantly. Yeah, that's the other thing, is half the time you're in the line and then the line stops moving and you're like, oh, they're fixing it again. Like, do I really want to go on this thing that has to be fixed 100 times? Then you whisper yes. Give in to your fate. Why is Gabe in here? But yeah, good times, good times. This is my own. Like, I feel like I could pull up like a map of Disney and give like an insane accounting of like one thing at each location. Like when I got stuck on the Roger Rabbit ride and had to be escorted out because it broke and like all the animatronics were still yelling and I was like, what's happening? Stop with the gaming! And then, oh, Papa Moose has Disneyland lore. Well, I'll tell the Roger Rabbit one first, is I forgot who I was there with. I remember it was a milady, but I can't remember where I knew her from. And we were just like, oh, let's go to Disney together. And so we went and we got on Roger Rabbit and we got like, probably like halfway through the ride. And then all of a sudden the cars all just stopped, but the lights didn't come up and the animatronics didn't stop going crazy. Like everything was still happening, but we were just sitting in one place. And I was like, is this an adjustment? Is this like a new part of the ride? And then all of a sudden just like people with flashlights just appeared out of nowhere from like the crevices in the wall and were like, come with us. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And they led us like through a strange path because they obviously didn't want to bring us out the front, like a bunch of people getting escorted out of the front of Roger Rabbit, so they brought us out through like a side door. But all of the animatronics were still like, and I was like, what? And abducted Disney CIA. Those were the feds. Was it the Disney tunnels? No, I don't think I've ever been into the Disney tunnels. So Papa Moose, when he was younger, he got in trouble. He's probably in his 30s, so he was like old. He was too old to know better. But he went on Pirates of the Caribbean, and at one point when they came up on one of those animatronics, he just jumped on the front of his boat and started like accosting the animatronic, and then he said like the whole ride just stopped, like the animatronics stopped moving, the boat stopped moving, accosting it. He was just like, he was like, I'm gonna kick your ass or whatever. He said everything stopped, and just you know how when you go into the ride it's like, dead men tell no tales, and it's like there's a kind of a deep voice. There's kind of a deep voice that like narrates the start of the ride. So that voice, he said everything stopped, and that voice suddenly came on the speakers and went, get off the front of the boat. Like they had, I don't know if they make sure that someone back there, or if they have like a filter or something that they can run, and he was like, oh shit, and he got back in the boat and finished the ride, just peaced out. What the hell is wrong with your dad? Amazing question. God, his ass. I'm amazed he wasn't asked to leave. Yeah, this was like the old days. They're probably like, what a scamp. You're about to not be able to tell this tale, sir.
Snake, Peace Walker's being controlled from the control tower. It's to the northeast. Get going. We'll be there to back you up.
Okay, so this one's better co-op. Well, goody moose. Host. Probably have to whip out that voice track multiple times a day. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I wonder if it was actually... Maybe I should bring something that isn't an explosive. I was like, I wonder if it's actually... If it's actually a recording that they just keep back there for instances like that, or if they had a filter, or if they just made sure that somebody who could do the voice was there. He cut his ear off last week and revived a year-long PC from the depths of despair. So true. That's just a Tuesday for him. I was the one who noticed his ear. He didn't even notice it. He didn't even notice the ear situation. He was talking to me. I forgot what he was talking to me about. He was talking about something Like, completely inconsequential. He was like, oh, there's this show I like on TV, and he was like, describing it to me. And I just looked over at him, and there was all this blood like on the side of his face. And I was like, is your ear okay? And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, Mama Moose, could you come look at this? And she was like, whoa! Did he get his ear fixed before or after polishing his 3 million Mosins? From what I heard, he said he actually went to a plastic surgeon to talk about getting it fixed, but I don't know if he's made a decision on that yet or not. To me, it sounds like the guy that loses his arm and didn't realize it's gone until he tries to pick up a TV remote. That would absolutely happen. That's why otakon is always so stressful for me. I'm basically stopping him from destroying himself at all times. He used to babysit me at otakon, and now I babysit him to stop him from getting out of pocket. There's just a chunk of it missing now? Yeah. Yeah, he's just a chunk of his ear missing. I would argue his ear is more damaged than the other guys who got the same ear hit on the same day. And Mama Moose is like, what is happening right now? Let's go!
The control tower that's controlling Peace Walker is located to the northeast. Go back east the way you came, then head north from there.
Oh, it knows. It's the circle of life. Hi, Fawn! I'm good. I'm prepping for otakon. I want to kill this thing. I'm gonna get you. Where is it? Did you already take it out? You're so strong. Get some fancy ear plastic surgery as a treat. He was so against it when the doctor first mentioned it. Meow, meow, meow. He was like, I don't need an ear. And then after he fixed my PC, he was like, I'm gonna go visit a plastic surgeon. I don't need an ear, I need to talk about anime tits. Based. Burst? Yeah, otakon is super fun. Like I was saying earlier, I do miss it being in Baltimore because I don't feel like I can go outside as much in DC because I like the food selections aren't as good. I mean they are because it's DC, but they're not as accessible. That guy reloading that entire time? But yeah, Baltimore had like really good food selections and it was super accessible. It was easy to walk to from the convention center. I really only eat at one place. At the one in DC. And Papa Moose always winds up spending like a ton of money there because he feels really bad for the wait staff because he's like, they have to deal with fucking anime fans for the entire weekend. So he always tips them really well. Well, because he's actually watched, like Papa Moose has seen people try and skip out on their tab before. Or he's seen people like pay and then not tip, like be like really demanding with their waiter at the one place that we— oh dear! Yeah. He's yeah, he's seen people be like super demanding with the one place that we eat, like asking the waiter for a million things and then not tipping them at all, and it pisses him off. And so he always winds up, he's like, I'm just gonna tip for the people at the table next to me too, because they're not gonna do it because they're assholes. The wait staff should be able to tase one person a year. I think the wait staff at otakon should be able to tase one person per table, personally. Because people, even I've seen people be like huge dicks. I've seen people skip the tab entirely. I've seen people walk out on the tip. I've seen all sorts of stuff. Like in general. Yeah, but they get extras during otakon. It's like when a gacha game gives away free draws. Where'd that guy go? But yeah, so I like, I love otakon always, but yeah, I miss it being in Baltimore. Also, it was an easier trip for me. Good bot for once. But yeah, I was looking at the schedule. They don't have a baby girl panel this year. What am I supposed to do with myself? I guess sit in the hotel room and play Peace Walker. That's what I have to do. Simple as.
Can't you make something to conceal yourself?
I don't know, can I?
RPGs, this could be trouble.
Don't worry about it, man. Still 4 rations left. We just have to run through here. But you make the baby girl panel? Yeah, but mine would be so lopsided because I'm so biased. And I'm incapable of being rational. Would you quit it? I'm just gonna walk up there, put Cullen on the screen and be like, them's the rules, ladies! And then some Germa fan will CQC me on the way out. I would put Snake. I don't think Snake was in the presentation last year. That's a huge oversight. I didn't even realize that. The baby girl riots of 2024. Germa fans would probably CQC anyone. Which Snake would be the baby girl? I think that Solid Snake is the baby girlest of the baby girls. Of the snakes, rather. I think he has the most like pathetic moments. Which is important to baby girl status. Woo! I mean, Big Boss is definitely also a baby girl, but I feel like he's like a smidge less. Like Snake has more, or Solid Snake has more. He's a little like, he's got more glue to him. This is so obvious. Solidus is also kind of baby girlish. I don't know if Solidus is a baby girl. What am I doing right now? It's asleep.
Take the elevator, quick.
Check. If I understand you right, Naked Snake is a baby boy, Solid Snake is a baby girl. I don't know. I mean, they're both baby girls. But yeah, I just think that Solid has more like, he's more goopy. And Naked Snake is more like They're both baby girls, but I think one is. I'll show you. I'll make the quadrants again. Don't worry. I can explain this perfectly. Yeah! Whoa.
There's nowhere to run. You've got to take those guys down.
I got you. Making sure I have ration equipped. You're pretty good. Solid is a baby girl who is good roommates with a boy failure. Yeah. Well, so the important quadrants of the baby girl personality are princess versus pathetic, and or actually it's pathetic versus feral and princess versus horny. So I think that they're both like on the quadrant. Yeah, go to bed, bitch. Oh, that's a helicopter. Oh my god, the music! Turn it up. So yeah, I have to stop saying stupid shit. This song's really good. Do we have to pop out? We do have to kill the helo. Okay. Oh. Yeah! He's spinning.
Nice shot. Look, Snake, the gate. These must be the last of them. Finish them off and head on through.
Oh, goodness. Barry, thank you so much for the raid! Oh my god, wait, hold on.
Good job.
Barry, thank you so much for the raid! I was just actually ranting about my own Disney adult stuff because you got me all worked up about it. Thank you so much for the raid! Hi, I'm Maple, I'm a moose. We're playing Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. We just got Heaven's Divide playing. Doing co-op. Hopefully there's more co-op. If anybody wants to co-op, I have co-op open. We're doing co-op. I was just ranting about my own Disney adult stuff, cause hold on. Lore, and then I'll then I'll rehash what I talked about earlier.
Big boss, you made it. Too late though. The false data's already in place.
False data?
That's right. Peace Walker is designed for deterrence, nothing more. She is incapable of initiating a nuclear attack on her own. She will only awaken and attack when it's time to retaliate. Peace Walker is a weapon of peace. First, we'll enter data for an imaginary Soviet nuclear strike on the US homeland. After assessing the data as a threat, Peace Walker will automatically enter retaliation mode, selecting the optimal target from a predefined
list.
For this scenario, we have reverse engineered the false data so that she'll inevitably end up choosing the Caribbean Sea as her target.
You're really gonna do it, aren't you?
Know this. Peace Walker's retaliation will be the first and last of the Cold War.
He's gonna blow up my boys.
It's the only way we will ever come close to achieving true peace.
I hope Kaz didn't leave
All
Hideo
that is
on.
left is to enter the code.
Hideo's on the skeleton crew.
Stand down, big boss.
You're late.
Professor.
Professor?
Yes, well, taking over the base took longer than expected. But I brought the technology. What? You provided the money and land. Center alone could never have accomplished so much in so little time.
Zadornov, you backstabbing son of a...
Backstabbing? Correct me if I'm wrong, but were we not enemies all along? Do you really think my comrades were working for the company? Do you truly think we'd faithfully serve a pack of depraved capitalist dogs?
What are you going to do?
Launch a nuke. Target Cuba.
Oh my god.
Have you lost your mind? What would you possibly gain?
You're getting 7 across the ass!
You, the Americans, will attack our ally, Cuba.
What?
Think, Coldman. We're on an American base, eagerly endorsed and supplied by a pro-American regime. What's the international community to think? The world will burn with anti-American sentiment. Communism will spread across Latin America unchecked. Let the age of deterrence be undone by the deterrent itself. Such is the Kremlin's plan.
You son of a bitch!
Us, come here. Shoot him.
Professor Galvez.
What?
I am Vladimir Zadornov. And Vladimir means ruler of peace. Now.
Does it? Oh my god.
Don't do it!
Remember what they did to you at their base on the coast. For what Coldman's done, he deserves nothing less than death.
Boss, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Truly a child of peace.
she's an angel of peace.
No, wait!
Only fitting that retribution be delivered by a dead hand.
You missed on purpose.
Your part in this isn't done. I need you to enter the code. Doctor, the target is now Cuba. Please make the necessary modifications. And don't even think of resisting. I'll crush you, but only after I crush your beloved
I crush your
first.
computer wife.
No,
Stop that!
Cuba is now the retaliation target.
Very well.
Good. It is done. As for you, Big Boss, I've been watching you all along. You've performed beyond even my highest expectations. A true Commandante.
What are you talking about?
Why do you think I summoned you to Costa Rica? Had you make contact with the Sandinistas? A true intelligence operative never gets his hands dirty. Need a revolution, manipulate the locals into doing it for you.
You mean Amanda and the Sandinistas?
You've done well. You took a ragtag band of guerrillas, children, and shaped them into a full-fledged, formidable army.
And I'm taking so
And
many
now,
of them.
You'll truly become our century's most complete human being.
Che Guevara?
None other. A hero who, gunned down by the CIA, becomes a legendary icon. The Sandinistas will rise up in revenge, overthrowing the pro-American regime and wresting Nicaragua from U.S. hands. And the nuclear strike on Cuba, naturally, will be the last straw.
Mammal pod data entry is complete.
Dead at age 39, just like El Che. Ironic, isn't it? In the end, a legend is merely fiction. You'll die as the boss did, and become as did she, an eternal fraud.
All the boys! The boys are here!
Freeze!
Dare point your gun at a comrade?
We will not be pawns of the KGB. We will win our own victory! Hasta la victoria siempre!
Amanda! We're home! Look! We're back in Nica! We did it, Amanda! I mean... Comandante!
Boss, you hurt?
I'm fine.
Big Boss.
Big boss! Big boss! Big boss! Big boss! Big boss!
Vic Boss!
Big boss! Big boss! Big boss! Big boss! Big boss! Big boss! Big boss!
You're a regular Joan of Arc.
Nonsense. You're the hero here.
You saved my life. You're the heroes here.
I never figured you for a softie, Snake.
Thanks. It's good to see you.
Big Boss! Big Boss! What? What was that reaction,
Boss can
Huey?
stay with us until she's back on her feet.
And the professor?
We'll find him a nice, comfy cell. Coldman's lost a lot of blood. He may not make it.
Oh no.
Where's Amanda?
Back with her compas. She'll catch up later. How about you, Snake?
I'm not done yet.
The AI.
I have to finish this. That boss is a fake. I'm gonna bury it.
We'll save the champagne until you get back. May as well celebrate peace while it lasts.
I didn't bring her back to life because I was forced to. I wanted to know how she really felt. How it really ended.
The boss is dead.
No, she's alive.
Some truths are better left buried.
You don't mean that. Be honest. You want to know too, don't you? Whether what you saw and heard at the end was the truth. She'll tell us. I know she will. Thank you for stopping them. And I'm sorry. I can't imagine how it hurt.
I'll live. I'm used to shock therapy.
You are? Well, it's very kind of you to say. Let's go meet her, shall we?
Do not give her props.
Boss.
Strangelove just
Don't
left
pick up a gun
unrestrained.
unless you know how to
Great
use it.
question.
Aiming a weapon alone doesn't make it a deterrent. You're the angel of peace. Leave the guns to us. That was our agreement, remember? The army's leaving Costa Rica now. The mission is complete. Paz?
Oh no.
Thank you.
What's that noise?
Did you guys just leave that unchecked?
What'd he do?
I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Norhead's nightmare is about to begin.
What?
Peace Walker determines retaliation targets based on enemy nuclear strike data. That data can be sent to third parties as well.
We got big problems, Snake. Coleman's activated the nuclear launch switch.
What? And the target's Cuba.
Yeah, but that's not it. The son of a bitch has screwed us all over.
When Peace Walker was activated, it started transmitting the false data set to NORAD. It's using a spread spectrum MLF signal. It can't be wiped out, even by EMP.
There's no way to tell the difference between false data and the real thing on a radar screen. NORAD will have no idea it's all a ruse generated by Peace Walker. They'll think it's a real Soviet attack. They'll pass on the data to the National Military Command Center.
And Washington will have to choose whether or not to retaliate.
This could get ugly. Unless we stop it, we're looking at a retaliatory chain reaction.
No.
I mean, aren't there already nukes
No need
heading to Cuba right now?
The nightmare will end soon enough.
What do you mean?
Coldman's aim is for the bureaucrats in Washington to see the importance of a machine like Peace Walker. He's trying to prove that humans don't possess the will to launch nukes.
Everything will be fine. They'll never retaliate. They're only human.
Kaz, where's the president?
Last I heard, he was in the middle of SALT II negotiations in Vladivostok.
With the president gone, Nuclear Launch Authority passes to the next person in the chain of succession.
The vice president's gone too. So after him comes the speaker.
President, vice president. Not one among them has the courage to push the button. No one willing to enter history as the Great Destroyer. In the end, it's not their lives that people value most. It's their reputations.
The bureaucrats in Washington may not be able to retaliate. Peace Walker, on the other hand, she's loyal to the mission above all. And she's well aware that guaranteed retaliation is essential for nuclear deterrence to work.
Peace Walker is the perfect deterrent. Cuba would not have been my choice of targets. But you can't make peace without breaking the
24 eggs!
Now that Peace
Fucked and burned!
has the false data, retaliation is inevitable.
Are you insane? You think it'll end there? You're about to unleash all-out nuclear war!
Somebody find out what's going on at NORAD.
Mammal's got a connection to NORAD. We could monitor it with the right equipment.
I've got you covered.
Oui?
I've got NORAD on the line.
Sir, we're tracking unidentified targets. Current apogee 20 degrees.
Estimated time of re-entry is 2250 Zulu.
Have they contacted the president?
Coverall is not responding.
Warning system checks out. No corresponding natural signatures. Data is assessed as reliable.
Cut the data transmission. We can't say for sure Washington isn't going to retaliate.
The only one who knows the abort code is me. I die. No one can turn it off.
But you're not gonna turn it off, even if you
they do
live.
strike back, I'll already be dead. I can only pray that my theory, my peace, is proven right.
Peace.
Go to DEFCON 3. Get Zach on the phone.
This is Crystal Palace. Stand by for an emergency meeting.
They're at DEFCON 3.
The false data and the nukes are both coming from the same source. We have to stop Peace Walker.
The only way is to destroy her. She's entered launch mode. Peace Walker's rendered her judgment. The target is Cuba.
Snake, don't let it launch the nuke.
Oh, okay, so it hasn't launched yet. Okay. But it is still targeting Cuba. Whoosh! Yeah, no pressure. But it was... Oh, we're just going right in. I assume we're gonna get a... to be continued in the next mission. Snake is chasing it on foot.
Calculating ballistic trajectory. Once that's finished, it's all over. Snake, you've got to destroy the platform.
The platform? Okay. To be continued in the next mission. Okay, phew! But thank you guys! Thank Barry, thank you for the raid! I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a cutscene. I was just telling everyone I was getting really worked up watching. I'm like a certified Disney adult. I had a season pass. I had tell them your Disney adult hot takes. I had a season pass, so I used to just go all the time. And Anonymous, thank you for the gift subs. And yeah, I was sharing my hottest takes. I gave away the Dole Whip tip, so I'm ruining it for myself and all the other weirdos. But if you don't want to wait in line for Dole Whip, pretend that you're going in to line up to see the Tiki Room show, and you can basically skip the entire line because there's never a line on the inside of the Dole Whip stand at the Tiki Room. If you line up outside, the line is always huge, but for some reason the workers never tell anybody, oh, you can come around to the other side, but there is a side that you can order from, the Tiki Room side of the Dole Whip. That's my hot take, and now I've ruined it for everybody else. But I like, I like, my favorite restaurant is Napa Rose there, but I also like hanging out in the restaurant on the inside of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And I also told the story of the time when my Papa Moose, my dad, when he was in his 30s, he jumped up on the front of a Pirates of the Caribbean boat to accost an animatronic and tell it he was gonna kick its ass. And then you know how at the beginning of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride they have the kind of a little bit of narration, and the ghost voice is like, dead men tell no tales. So he jumped up on the front of the boat and started accosting an animatronic. And that voice, all of a sudden, all the boats stopped, all the animatronics stopped. That voice came over the speakers of the ride and went, get off the front of the boat. And he was like, oh shit. And he jumped back in the boat. And I finished the ride and he booked it out of there before they could pull him aside and yell at him. Was he drunk or just ornery? He was just Papa Moose. This is common with him. So no, this is average Papa Moose behavior. No, I was a big Haunted Mansion person. I actually, like, most of my mugs that I use, that I drink out of, are, like, from Disney, too. So I have this really, like, ornate Haunted Mansion mug that's really cool. It looks like you shouldn't be drinking out of it. But I went to Star Wars Land right when it opened. When was that? Was that like 2019? I went to Star Wars Land at Disneyland, so in California, right when it opened. And I got the pass where I could go in an hour early, and I went to line up so that I could make sure I got on the Millennium Falcon ride without having to wait for 4 hours. And I got on the ride and I was really excited. And but then because of the ride's interactive and they give each person a different role. So you get like gunner or engineer or pilot, and so they split you up into groups that will fill all of the roles. And there was a family that was like 12 people. It was a lot of people, and it wasn't going to be an evenly split group. So they were kind of like splitting up this family and figuring out who went with what group. And I just somehow wound up between a mom and her, he wasn't that young, he was like a teenager, a mom and her like preteen son. And she lost sight of him because I guess I was standing like kind of in the way, and she tackled me. So I got tackled on the Millennium Falcon ride. It was she was much stronger than I am. I went into that ride with an injury. Oh my god, everyone's leveling up. Got 3 new members, Rip Boso. No, I used to, well, I've told this story to my chat. Is I had a coworker who was Japanese, and he had never been to Disneyland, and so I brought him to Disneyland for the first time. So I was like, I have a season pass. I can show you all the coolest stuff. I know all the hot tips, like how to get Dole Whip really fast. So I escorted him. It was me and a couple other coworkers escorted him to Disneyland. And he immediately made a menace of himself. He bought the season pass before he'd even been in the park the first time, and we were like, are you sure? And he was like, what? It's I may as well, right? Like, I'll come back. And we were like, okay. He immediately bought like a $700 lightsaber. He bought a what was originally a $400. No, it was a $500 painting of Yoda. And I was like, but because he had gotten the season pass, you get 20% off everything. That's the deal with the season pass. You get 20% off everything in the park, including food. And so he got this painting of Yoda, and I was like, did you spend $400 on this painting of Yoda? Really? And he was like, well, I saved $100 because of the season pass, so so it was worth it. And I was like, it's still $400 Yoda painting. But was Yoda at least a little sexy? Well, I think it was from behind, so I guess it depends on which part of Yoda you like the most. But the other thing, so like his English was pretty good in certain situations, but there were like phrases that he messed up. Because he was a Japanese dude, his first language is Japanese, and he was still learning English, and so he would kind of like mix up words sometimes or mix up phrases. and he was really excited about it being his first, you know, Disney experience, and he loves Star Wars, and so he kept going around the entire park yelling at any staff member he saw while waving his lightsaber at them, "The Force is behind you." Like he was trying to say, "May the Force be with you," but he just like mixed up some of the words. So he was like, "The Force is behind you," and they would all whip around because they were like, "What?" They were like, "What's behind me?" And I was like, "No, don't listen to him. I'm sorry." Somehow Yoda from behind is the worst sentence I've perceived today. I can do worse. Showing off Yoda's Yoda, yeah. But then the worst part of the day was there's a very large, burly, like biker guy who was rolling around. I think it was like in a line we were all waiting in. And he had a big beard and it was white, so it was a little bit of like Santa energy, I suppose. And so my coworker wasn't looking where he was going as he was walking around, bumped into this gigantic, ripped, huge biker looking dude with a big white beard, looked up at him and just said the first English that popped into his head, which was "horrible Christmas," and then kept walking. And I was like, I'm sorry, he doesn't speak English. He doesn't know what he's saying. Please don't kill us in Disneyland. I don't want to die here. If I'm gonna die here, please leave my body in the Haunted Mansion where it belongs. But I'm not looking to be killed today. And every time I see a big, like, white bearded biker dude, I just immediately think, horrible Christmas. Horrible Christmas now gonna be in my semi-annual vocabulary. Under what circumstances? We're not leaving your ashes in the Haunted Mansion, they'll be vacuumed up. They have to do that because people always try and leave their damn ashes in the Haunted Mansion. I don't even want to think about how many people have been vacuumed up out of the Haunted Mansion. It's too many. The number is too high. Ooh! Fulton rank 4, well, it's gonna go away because I have to take people off of my R&D team. Because I'm too full. I have too many dudes. Ugh. I have to... Maybe I can throw some... So I'm 1 over and 2 over here. Who gives me the most? Put you guys on the combat unit. But... This... Who makes me the most money over here? This guy? Combat unit. Who has the goods here? Oh, they're all kind of low. Combat unit. The combat unit is open for business. Okay. There we go. That works. Did I complete a... Oh. Twin barrel. Stun. Did I lose the Fulton? Oh, I didn't! Woohoo! Oh shit, wait, I don't have enough GMP now! Oh, I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you. My beloved. I'm broke, yeah. The Haunted Mansion, I thought most people scattered ashes on roller coasters. No, people scatter ashes in Haunted Mansion all the time. It's a problem. It's like a problem for Disney that they had to deal with. I have no more good Maple points. My GMP, my good Maple points are all out. Oh, I want the balloon. I was on Roger Rabbit when it broke down one time. I told that story earlier tonight too. I was on Roger Rabbit and all of a sudden the car stopped moving, but nothing really changed. Like all the animatronics were still doing their thing and the lights stayed off. And that's of course the red with all like the glowy goo, the green goo everywhere. And it just stopped, and I was like, what's going on? Is this... maybe there's a backup or something? And all of a sudden, these people with flashlights emerged from, like, the crevices in the walls. And were like, come with us. And I was like, what did I do? What's happening? And they let us out, like, the side door. The side door of Roger Rabbit. But all the animatronics never stopped, even while we were walking through the place. So we were walking through and we would just walk past something and it would be like... Getting stuck on broken rides is the worst / occasionally hilarious. Yeah, luckily it hasn't happened to me a whole lot at Disney. Just Roger Rabbit really stuck out to me.
Snake, don't let it launch the nuke.
I'll do my best, cuz I'm gonna host. Have you ever wanted to go to Nintendo World? I tried so hard to go to Nintendo World. I was whining about this in my Discord. But I had to fly back out to Southern California. Oh, let me open up the host while I'm babbling. I had to fly out to Southern California for my grandma's memorial service last year, and I was like, well, like if I have to be here for something crappy, I want something good to come out of it. So I was like, I'm gonna go to It's a Me, a Mario World, and I'm gonna hit somebody with a Mario Kart, and I'm gonna eat mushrooms or whatever. And then I went to Universal, and I got there, and it was like, we're sold out of tickets. And I didn't know that that was a thing that could happen. I didn't know that Universal could just sell out of tickets. And I'd driven all the way there, and I just know they were not letting like any additional person into the park. It feels unusual. Yeah, it was really weird. And so I instead visited the Mario World store on the City Walk. The only thing I could access. I should probably prep. So I have my machine gun. I'll bring a boomy boy this time. I've been enjoying the Gustav. I mean, it takes a while to reload, but I've been. And look, I have a supply marker. Do I have any? I have a supply marker. I'm being good. Did you remember the markers, Maple? Should I bring a strike marker and a supply marker, or just a supply marker? My message was late. Here, Nintendo World, this popular show, anything's possible and running out of tickets. Yeah, I was just like, I mean, it must have been because of Nintendo World. I can't imagine why they would sell out of tickets otherwise. Proud of you. Just supply is fine? Okay. Are you going to use the C4? Depends on if I have an occasion to. Maybe there will be something really dope I can use the C4. Oh, I forgot I got the anti-tank mines too. Got the anti-tank mines. Yeah, this is my first time playing Peace Walker. What was I coming in here to do? I don't remember. C4s for every occasion. Yeah, this is my first time. I'm playing through the series for the first time. It was kind of funny because MGS1, actually, if anybody else wants to join, I'll give you like another minute while I finish babbling. My first time playing MGS1, I just legitimately couldn't decide what to play, and so I put up a poll in my Discord with like a bunch of responses. It was like MGS1, Spyro, Ratchet and Clank. There was like a whole bunch of things on there in MGS1 and so I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. But I've been kind of reluctant to play it because I'm really, really bad at stealth in games. I'm not patient. I have a huge patience problem, and all I want to do is run and gun and shoot. That's why I'm better equipped for Gears of War than Metal Gear Solid. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, and if I don't like it, then don't be mad at me if I stop playing it. I was like giving all of these excuses, and then I fell in love. And I think even the day where I played it, I was like, I can't stream that long today, guys. I have chores to do, but we'll at least start this. And like 6 hours later, I was like, oh my god. It's all been downhill from there, and yeah, I've just been playing them back to back to back. So I think I started MGS1 in like the end of February or something. Yeah, I just beat 4 a couple of weeks ago, and I cried really hard during the ending cutscene, and I was like super gross. I was like but then I was like, you know what? I gotta start Peace Walker. I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait a little bit before Peace Walker once I beat MGS4, but then the ending of MGS4, I was like, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I need to keep going. I gotta go to bed, but enjoy streaming Peace Walking. Thank you, good night! Yeah, I was in Japan, back in, was it May? Yeah, I was in Japan in May, and I think I'd just beaten 3. I just beaten Snake Eater, right before my trip, and I was really amped up about Metal Gear, and I went to Japan. I found the life-size snakes and the super potatoes, and I found a Rex model kit. And I had to buy an entirely new suitcase to hold my Rex model kit. So it's been a spiral. Need to build my Rex. Me too. I finally cleared off like a place on my table, on my kitchen table, so I can actually sit down and build my Rex. I was like, oh, maybe I'll hand cam stream it, and I was saying that, and some of my friends were like, do you have any idea how long that thing is gonna take you to build? They were like, do it at your leisure. If you try to do it on stream, you're gonna make yourself crazy. So destroy the platform.
Big boss!
Big boss!
Self-defense system online.
Oh.
1 minute to launch.
Should I hit? I can't hit the one in the booty. It's too far back there. Unless.
Silent rocket launcher.
Oh, she's here.
Face me. Jump engage.
Where's
silent rocket launcher?
There's the ass. 1 minute timer ups.
Firing tail missiles. Jump engage. Jump engage.
The music is so good. Oh, she cooked me. Don't shoot the round object that's a hydrogen bomb. Are you saying that blowing up the hydrogen bomb would be bad? Ooh. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's the thing I'm not supposed to shoot. Yeah, hydrogen is good for you. You need it to breathe.
Jump engaged. Jump engaged.
Peace!
Launch angle set.
Do not.
Missile fire.
Oops.
Switching to self-defense mode.
Not set your. No. The pod.
Firing zero missiles.
Yeah, hydrogen will just wake us up. It'll supercharge us. Alright, supply marker. Yeesh! Face me!
Engage. Firing rocket launcher.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Support's coming. What?
Jump engaged.
The best ones die young.
Launching S-mine.
Oh, Sheila, did she stun you?
Jump engaged. Initializing nuclear launch sequence. Launch angle set. Firing missile
I'm trying. I'm trying, Cass.
engaged.
We were pointing out kids who are probably dead in the Disney video from the 90s. What, you mean like me? I do have one foot in the grave, as evidenced by this.
Firing rocket launcher.
Not. Should aim sooner.
Jump engaged.
You're pretty good. I don't like that she's creeping behind the buildings. You're the one who was like, face me!
Jump engaged. Jump engaged.
What is this? What's this box here? Is this worth firing on?
Initializing nuclear launch sequence. Launch angle
I'm
set.
out of ammo again.
1 minute to firing rocket launcher.
It's going back into nuclear launch mode. Stop for sake.
I'm trying. Send me a cardboard box.
Firing. Switching to self-defense mode. Firing zero missiles.
I look at this walk while he reloads. What a god. Oh, oh. These are titanium. I have a weird question that I probably should have figured out already, but I somehow haven't. What's for the AI's health bars? Because I can't rank them obviously. What's the top health meter versus the bottom health meter? Nice flip, thanks. I've been practicing.
Firing.
It's not working. That's best ones die young. Body and AI pod. It's all one bar? What do you mean? There's a bar on top and there's a bar on the bottom. Yeah! God, the rations. Each bar is 10%. So it's just a double layered bar. I'm getting cooked. Two layers of 5. Oh, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let me in.
Jump engaged. Firing.
You thought Peace Walker had a stamina bar? I don't know what I thought. I just thought, I don't know, one of them was armor or something? Like armor versus health?
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Oh, there's my last ration. Please. Yes, ration.
Engaged.
Did you not see the boss health bar in the tank, APC and Hilo fight? Yeah, but I thought maybe it was still like armor versus health. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. I'm gonna hydrogen bomb us. Equip the ration. Thank you. That was almost. That was almost dire.
Initializing nuclear launch sequence. Launch window set. 1 minute to launch.
You've got to stop Peace Walker before she can launch her nuke.
Woo!
Firing rocket launcher.
Pretty good. Military grade cardboard. Alright. Come in. Come in.
Firing rocket launcher.
Only those tortilla chips could stop the Peace Walker. Do I have tortilla chips on me? No chips. If I had chips, I wouldn't be in this predicament right now. Oh, shit. It's the thinking man's weapon. Damn chips. Not even some yerba mate tea? No, I didn't bring any tea in from it. Like a scrub. You snacker.
1 minute to launch.
It's going back into nuclear launch mode. Stop her sake.
I am trying.
They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Give me the goods. Equip this ration.
Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines.
Oh!
Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines.
What do you launch?
Launching S-mines.
Oh! Piss Walker!
Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines. Launching S-mines.
Piss Walker real. Come on, turn around. Yep, Peace Walker was what Piss Patrol was leading to all along. Show me your face.
Use the left stick to resist.
Jesus!
Jump engaged.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I have a ration. I'm cooked! I'm cooked!
Jump engaged. Ventile motor charging.
Shake the snitties to regain control.
Jump engaged.
The box will save. I love that it's a little ambulance. Thank you.
EM pulse at maximum.
Is my
Firing rocket launcher.
Does the Gustav not work when she has her EMP out? Woo! I'm gonna call in some more supply markers. Can I do two at once?
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. This will be sent out shortly.
There you go.
Firing tail missiles.
You're asking for the impossible. Oh shit. Oh my god, the frame rate. The frame rate exploding on the flamethrower is killing me. She's attacking the frame rate directly. Like the tippy tap to wake me up. Frame rate that implies more than one. Yeah, how did that look on the PSP? Come on, lady. No. 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 No! Cass, did you get a new cardboard box yet? It played just fine on the PSP. That's actually super impressive. I've been transferring to my Vita and playing extra ops off stream so I can grind. Grind for more boys. More boys, more good Maple points. More guns, more development.
It stopped moving. Snake, you did it! You stopped the launch!
Huey, how's NORAD?
Not good!
BMUS continues to track the targets on radar. The SP satellite status is green. Still assessing as reliable.
Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, a representative of the Secretary of Defense and Congress have arrived at NMCC.
Why the fuck is Kermit working there?
The drive system. The data uplink's still intact.
We've got 1,500 Soviet ICBMs crossing the North Pole. Target region is confirmed as the west coast of the United States.
Go to DEFCON 2. Prepare to launch ICBMs.
How do I make it stop? Peace Walker is a fully autonomous system. Unlike the other machines you fought, its command authorities are all located inside its cerebrum,
Oh,
the
no.
mammal pod.
We've got to stop the mammal pod. I don't have the abort code either. Coldman was the only one.
Snake, destroy the AI inside the mammal pod.
Oh no.
The inner barrier protecting the mammal pod is designed to be as strong as a bomb shelter.
What's it gonna take to get through?
I guess an atomic bomb will do it.
You trying to be funny?
No! I'm telling you, that armor was designed to withstand a nuclear war.
We can't get through to the president. The decision is on us.
You can't be serious. There's no way I'm gonna wipe out the human race. This is the president's call.
There's no time for that. We need a decision now.
Huey, call NORAD. We have to tell them the nukes aren't real.
I'll give it a shot.
Forget the order of succession. If we're all going to hell, let's take those bastards with us.
We have 12 minutes to impact, sir.
May God have mercy on our souls.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Coldman guessed wrong. They're gonna go through with it.
The platform sustained a lot of external damage. All we need is some pressure.
Pressure?
Sink it in the lake. With that much water pressure, even the tiniest crack should be enough to flood the innards. The AI pod is a mass of highly sensitive electronics. Short the contacts and the signal will stop.
How much does that thing weigh?
500 tons.
It's hopeless. We can't move that thing.
Get NORAD on the phone.
Incoming MIRV warheads have separated.
Estimated time to impact now, 11 minutes.
Sir, we've got a call.
The president?
No, sir.
Then who?
He,
Spit it out!
Some
he claims
guy.
to be Big Boss. Big Boss? Patch him through.
Mr. Chairman, I'll get straight to the point. Cancel the retaliatory strike now.
What?
The radar blips you're seeing
Big
are all
Boss.
fakes. No one's launched any nukes.
How do you know?
The launch data is fake, part of an experiment that leaked. You weren't supposed to receive it. Your radar is showing missiles that don't exist.
If you're lying, then we've got 10 minutes till we're toast. We have to retaliate or more Americans die.
The experiment was planned and executed by the CIA station chief in Central America.
Then put him on!
He's dead. I can give you his name, though.
We need more than the authentication code you gave the switchboard. We need proof you're actually Big Boss. Do you have any?
Kept you waiting, huh?
If you know the name Big Boss, then maybe you were there at the ceremony when I received the title from President Johnson.
Indeed I was.
We don't have time for this bullshit!
Hold it! Let's hear him out. You were saying?
At the ceremony, the DCI tried to shake my hand. I refused. What happened in that room is classified, top secret. Only a handful of people would know.
He's making it up! Don't listen to him!
Wait! Why did you refuse to shake his hand?
Because I knew where my loyalty was.
Everybody, listen to me. Those Soviet missiles are fakes.
What? You're actually going to believe him?
He's right. This is some sort of commie trick.
No, it's the real Big Boss. Trust me.
How can you know for sure?
Because I was the Army Chief of Staff back then, and I was standing right next to the DCI when it happened. I saw everything. You saved us all, Big Boss. We'll stand down the alert.
What a king.
Thank you.
When we meet again, I hope you'll shake my hand. What are you doing?
Sorry, Chairman, but we are not standing down.
Damn it.
Those worthless sacks of...
Wait.
Jack. Jack.
Oh, it's opening. She's calling to you.
Destroy the mammal pod and the data will stop flowing.
Please, stop her.
Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna have to yank her apart. Gotta kill her again. No! Time to get goodies.
For a long time, waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss.
Like us.
Oh.
I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today.
Oh god, I have like 4 minutes to do this. This is horrifying.
Meant to use to hurt friends. So then, what is an enemy? Is there such thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been.
Oh my god.
And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole.
4 minutes to suffer.
The monsters must be reunited. I will devote
Kill her
my
all
skills to
over again.
this, and with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family.
Oh.
10 minutes of our lives. The great brown fox
Make it fast.
is my life. Kill me now. Do it. I shall be brought through the rainy plain of Spain. I will no longer be able to bear children, but I still have
Spain without the S. He's becoming more and more a computer.
There's only room for one boss and one snake. There is nothing left inside me. Traces the one idea. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children. Shall we walk through the rainy plain of Spain? Commence the operation. It is the greatest night of our lives.
I'm just forgetting what pie is. About 3. Oh my god. This is horrible. I love it when the big boss gets so much more trauma. Maybe he is the more baby girl, but they both hurt so much. Oh. Boss. Boss. My himbo boy didn't deserve this. So
Valid
true.
date regions. 0. Exit all done.
It stopped.
The data uplink's bypassing the mammal pod.
What?
Put down the gun! Come to your senses, man! The fate of the world, the fate of the Earth is at stake here! Ugh. Why? Ugh. I don't understand. Answer me! Tell me why! Answer me!
6 minutes remaining.
Wait. Authority rests with me now. I'm ordering a retaliation.
No, don't! It's the end of us all!
Who gives a damn? I'm not gonna sit here and die like a dog! If the Russians are gonna kill my family, destroy my country, I'm taking them with me!
You see now, Chairman. Deterrence is just a fool's dream. Why? Why won't it stop?
Sometimes the body continues to live even after the brain is damaged. The boss AI isn't doing this. I think it's something rather more primitive.
Reptile has taken up Mammal's dying wish.
No. Stop it. Don't
just sit there. Stop it!
Reptile is certifiably your boy, Huey. I rest this at your feet. Oh, he suffers so much. Oh, my MG3 leveled up. Yay! Need this Gustav to level up. Oh, God. Oh, oh! I think I did too much damage. You mad lad. I did get a railgun earlier. I got a railgun. Power unit. Zeke. 1 parts were produced. It's Huey's fault. Read his letter as punishment. I don't know if I could survive reading it again. Leg part / power unit cannot be installed until walk unit has been set. Okay, so I need the walk unit first. And I'm 4 out of 5 for that. Do it. You really don't have to. Read it loud and clear. The railgun was really lucky. It's a rare drop that you need to get the true ending. Wait, really? That's awesome. All right, hold on. Hold on, Huey. Can I... Oh, I still can't do the Fulton. I'm still slightly too poor. Here it is. Huey's letter to Strangelove, and trust is a snake. He made it clear he didn't want it to be read. Hey, long time no see, huh? Sorry for writing to you out of the blue like this. I've been trying to get in touch, but you know, you haven't been answering. Was it something I said maybe? If so, I apologize. It's just there's something I want to tell you, so I decided to put it in a letter. I mean, obviously this isn't the best time and all, but I was, you know, kind of curious about your research and stuff. Speaking of which, how's the pod coming along? I was wondering whether that program I wrote was working or not. You know, the one that links our 2 AIs together. If it's not, I could always go over and fix it, if that's okay, of course, for my own peace of mind, really. You know, make sure the program's feeling alright. I guess you really would say the program has feelings, would you? Ha ha ha. Sorry, I'm getting off track here. So, anyway, I've been meaning to tell you something for the longest time. I've been thinking, back when we first met at NASA, those were fun times, you know, living the dream, getting to work all the time with the science we loved. Ever since then, I've always held your research, that is, in the highest esteem. No, more than that. I think you're a wonderful person. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. So when you disappeared from NASA all of a sudden, I was devastated. That's when it finally dawned on me. I need you for my research, you see. I mean, no. Well, yes and no. It's hard to explain. Anyway, when I saw you again in Costa Rica, I could hardly believe it. I thought maybe it was divine intervention or something, you know, like it was written somewhere that we were meant to be like this. You and me, the 2 of us from now on, you know, just you and me doing research together. I mean, not just research. Well, there is research, of course, but research can have many different meanings, can't it? I'm rambling again, sorry. But we don't have much time left. When Peace Walker is finished, that's it, right? That's the end of the project. So what I'm trying to say is, Peace Walker is kind of like something we created together, you know? And when it's finished, then we'll... I know, we're not done yet. Need to finish it first, right? Yeah, until we do, I just hope you won't disappear on me like you did last time. Sorry for taking up your time. I wish you the best of luck with your research. Your dear friend, Huey. How can you stutter in written text? The in-lore reason that Strangelove locked him out. Yeah, how did he stutter in a letter? Huey's operator name is Liquid Cringe. Imagine Otakon gave you a love letter like this. Well, if it's from him, it's okay. The anti-Rizzler. Nuclear grade cringe. If the lizard pod read this, it would self-terminate. We are so mean to Huey. And yet, something in my core, in my heart of hearts, tells me he deserves it.
Snake, you have to stop that data from being sent.
Okay. Host. Deserved. Let's make sure I got the Gustav. I got my machine gun. Got my supply markers. Really need a know the difference image with Otakon and Huey. Well, Huey looks a lot wetter. In my experience. In my experience, Huey's more wet. At least he looks more wet. Yeah, he looks wetter. Moist con! No, Huey looks wetter. Otakon is dry. Outside of the locker, he's a dry boy. But Huey looks kind of wet. Does that make sense? Otakon is a Chad and Huey is the soy Jack. Yeah, he looks oiled up. There's... outside of the locker, it's stupid! Ah! You can't just say that! We're going in! You can't just say that! Rimbos! It's out of pocket. That's unacceptable. I gotta take a lap after that one. No, it's perfect. Huey's so wet he makes Otakon look like he's never pissed once. Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't describe it, but Huey just looks really wet to me. It's just like the wettest man NA. Yeah, he's moist. He's damp. Is that a new slang, wet people? I mean, there's just certain people who look wet, and Huey is one of them.
Snake, you have to stop that data from being sent.
Where's Reptile? Ugh. That Reptile was on the ass. Oh no, wait. Other ass. New name, Damp Wetman. She's doing the Jacko pose. No, because that's Mammal up there, right? So this is Reptile, I think.
Kept you waiting.
Kept you waiting, huh? Woo! Jesus Christ. A man to surpass Metal Gear. I'm sorry! looking to get cooked tonight. Supply marker.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Don't get hit by it. Don't get hit by it. Okay. Big boss, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Do you need a therapist on the base? Would rather kill their mentor twice than go to therapy. Oh god, I'm so nervous! What? What?
That voice. What?
What's going on? That song.
Boss, is that you?
How in the...
Ghost in the sheep?
Ghost in the ship.
She's drowning herself to stop the transmission.
Look!
It's functional compensation. When the human brain is damaged, sometimes it recovers over time. Other parts of the brain take over the functions of the damaged parts. Mammal and reptile were patterned after different parts of the human brain. When those parts were assembled together into one, they must have become capable of functional compensation.
Peace.
Her memories remained with her. Is this her answer? The song.
It's clearly not thinking rationally. It's not using its head. It's using its heart.
This is the fate she chose for herself.
The boss's innocence has been proven. Do you hear it, Snake? Do you hear the boss's song?
You saw it, didn't you? When you went to space, that there's beauty outside of battle. At last, I understand. In the end, it was you who put down your gun and chose instead to sing. They can all hear you. I know they can. And your will shall surely live on. That's what you wanted. So much that you gave up everything you had. But you couldn't achieve it. Isn't that right? And still, all you can do is sing. There's no peace to be found anywhere. And so, we can only keep on hoping. Hoping for the illusion we call peace.
She died to save the world twice. Oh. Oh. Wait, is that really the end? Of course. Even after I ripped out all of her stuff, she's still. Ugh. Why did it have to go so hard? The boss is the best. I'm still sad about her horse. Well, I guess he was like without her and he was really old. But still. November 24th, 1974, the US and the Soviet Union agree on a framework for assault to strategic arms limitations talks treaty. The treaty limits the number of oh my god, hold on. I can't read this fast. Huey becomes a father. He names his son Hal. The most important, I'm sure the most important tidbit in that entire thing. To be continued in Chapter 5, Outer Heaven. Huey finally made something good, but tish.
Petals of white cover fields flowing and grieving tears, and all the hearts once knew.
Wait, the end was in this? Did you guys see that? But I punched him to death. Oh, cassette tapes. I do want to go through and listen to all the cassette tapes for all the missions. People said that there was a lot of good lore in there, and some of them are pretty funny. Mech artists, you go too hard.
When heavens divide, I will see the choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see a face that I long to see. And for you, oh will I would give anything, leaving a trace for love to find the way. When heavens divide. I will die into the fire, spilling the blood my desire. The very last time my name
Spooky,
to the sky. When heavens divide, I will see the choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see a face that I long to see. And for you, oh will I would give anything.
I like that Kojima even does creative direction on the packaging.
To find the way. When heavens divide.
this was 8-4. Monster Hunter series development, Assassin's Creed 2 Wait. 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 Uniqlo! I actually picked up a bunch of, I picked up a bunch of Metal Gear. I picked up a bunch of Metal Gear shirts from Uniqlo when I was in Japan. I got one has like a cool cool gray wolf back on it that says on the front it says neither enemy nor friend. I got the blue MGS2 shirt that's just like the box art, and then I got the Raiden one with the kind of like the gold on his eye. It's really cool. It was tough though because I couldn't find them. they had the signs for it in a bunch of Uniqlos I went into, and then I was like, oh, do you have this? And they're like, oh no, we're out. And so I had to hit like 2 or 3 Uniqlos before I finally found all of them, and then I was like, yes. When's Ocelot gonna talk?
Snake, you still here? Come on. Let's go back.
I'm not going back.
Huh?
I'm done.
Snake, you don't mean...
I'm done looking for the truth.
What are you saying, Snake?
I was wrong.
Come on, boss. Everybody's waiting for you.
She betrayed me, Kaz.
She what?
In the end, she put down her gun. And when she did, she rejected her entire life up to that point, including me.
What do you mean?
In giving up her life, she abandoned everything she was as a soldier.
And you consider that betrayal?
I won't make the same choice as her. My future is going to be different.
Then?
Yeah, that's right. From now on, call me Big Boss.
Tuxedo, new uniform developed, Tuxedo. You receive new co-op comms messages. What else? Oh. Still gonna call you baby girl.
Got a sec, Snake?
What's up?
It's about Paz. You know she doesn't have any family. She got a scholarship thanks to Zadornov and was living at the dorms, but he was KGB. All signs are her scholarship came from the KGB too. Even if they let him go, she's not going to be seeing any more money.
It wouldn't have been much anyway.
So, I was wondering, what about letting her stay here for a while?
What does she think?
She says she wants to help out. It would only be temporary. She's still in shock. Right now, no one understands her better than we do.
Okay, but Kaz, don't take your eyes off her.
What do you mean?
It won't be easy getting used to this kind of life.
I know, Snake. I'm not trying to turn her into one of us. You should talk to her yourself later.
Okay.
And, Dr. Strangelove wants to come too.
Strangelove?
Well, she's out of a job now, and she'd have a problem returning to England. You can talk to her about it. Anyway, you don't need me to tell you how good she'd be for R&D.
He knows I want a min-max. He's like, think about the level she could bring. Oh, there's Paz. Strangelove join. Vladimir goes straight to the brig due to intense hostility. Alright, let's see where you guys... Ooh, Strangelove is really good at R&D. I hate to say it, but he's right. No more C4. Night vision goggles. New love box. Cardboard box tank. I'm gonna have to move somebody out of there, though. And pause. Do we want you in food? Or what did it say? Intel? Food or intel? I think we're okay-ish on food right now. Box time. Oh, analyzer rank 4. She may be good at R&D, but everything she'll build will talk like the boss. Oops, I gotta move. Alright, so... Oh man, they're all D ranks now in R&D. I'm starting to move up in the world. And Intel. Okay, we at least have some E ranks here I can move over. The combat unit with you. And... Yes. Oh, it levels me down though. I just need to grind. It's just a minor setback. Did I? Oh, I still have it unlocked though. I still can't afford the Fulton. Finish this! I need the money! I'm poor. Is combat just where you've been dumping all your excess E's? So the way that it's worked out is that I didn't know at first that I had limited space, and so after my first Peace Walker stream, I transferred to my Vita, and then I just went and I was grinding the Fulton mission over and over because I was like, well, I can just get a bunch of dudes and level up all my stuff for free. And then things started filling up and I was like, oh, I see. And then I was like, maybe they'll get bigger. And then everyone educated me and was like, you're going to have to fire people. You're going to have to fire people for what you've done here. Which is fair and true, and I accept what I've done, so... Yeah, for the most part, I mean, I wasn't like... There's a bunch of E's in all of them, really. But when I'm trying to level up the other squads, and I need to get rid of someone because they all have 50, whereas combat has 100 maximum, and I go over the 50, I pick out the lowest level boy with the highest good Maple points, and I move him to combat unit, so that I at least get a little money, a little shmoney out of him, even though I might have fire them someday. Which feels like my fault. Feels like my fault, but I stand behind it because I love grinding. You want to inherit their wealth? Yeah, why not? So now I have to grind to unlock the final missions. Do I have new... Oh, I do. I have a date with Paz. Go on a date with Paz. Snake only, single player. Oh, I have a new Fulton recovery mission. And then I have some of these. Oh, I think this one might be a new armored vehicle. So yeah, I have a bunch of extra ops to do. Mission made for Snake's new tuxedo. Yeah, it's not gonna be single player for long. You need to fully build Zeke's main parts and repeat a series of main missions that will appear the more you do extra ops. Oh. Okay, interesting. So basically I gotta do these, and I gotta grind Zeke out. And the cassettes. Yeah, I will listen to I want to listen to the cassettes on stream so that other people can hear them too. So I probably won't do the cassettes in my grinding. So basically the reason I wanted to stream Peace Walker so badly tonight is I'm heading out to Otakon tomorrow, and I was like, I wanna have more extra ops before I head to Otakon so I can play them in my hotel room. But now that I've done it, I'm like, oh, I'm actually really glad that I did it now, because now I need to grind, so it gives me even more reason to get ultra cozy. Ultra instinct cozy and grind out some stuff. You probably don't have much time tonight. Yeah, because I gotta pack. I gotta pack for Otakon. We beat the main game, though it feels like it's not. It's definitely not over, though. I feel like the rest is gonna be super important. But yeah, I'll definitely watch the cassettes on stream. Overall thoughts: I love Peace Walker. Peace Walker's so good, and I feel like I'm gonna be playing it for 100 years. It's not over yet, Snake. We reached first credits, yeah, but now we need second credits. Last chapter is important leading into the next game. Yeah, that's what people told me. People were like, make sure to play Peace Walker after 4 before you move on, and I was like, okay. But I'm really excited. But yeah, now at least I feel like in my mind when I was planning out my week, I was like, oh, this will be a perfect way to unlock more stuff for me to grind like a crazy person pointlessly. But now it's actually, oh, this is unlocked homework for me to get ready for next stream. So I feel vindicated. I feel Piss Walker. I feel vindicated. I feel like I accidentally made a smart choice when I thought I was just being a grind lord. Datterface, thank you for the bits. Glad this was my first stream here. I had a good time. Yay! I'm glad. Both are true. I mean, I was literally just trying to unlock more grind lording for myself, but now it seems like I've unlocked grind lording parentheses necessary. But yeah, now I can do homework. Now I can do homework at Otakon and update you guys on my status. I can be really annoying in lines waiting for things, because people will be like, the people in front of you are moving. Can you please close up the line? And I'll be like, I'm fighting a tank! If you weren't playing on PSP while you were away, I'd offer to help grind, but portable is better anyway. Yeah, I probably won't do anything that like needs multiplayer while I'm... But we'll see what happens. Kaz is depending on me! Yeah, I'll CQC people in the autograph lines. When security tries to take me away, I'll be like, it's not my fault, they forgot the basics of CQC, as the DC police show up. Papa Moose, when he used to, when Papa Moose used to volunteer at anime conventions, he was mostly like a loss prevention type of guy in like the dealer's room, so I feel like he has actually like CQC'd kids at anime conventions. So I would simply be carrying on the family tradition. get that chain bonus? Yeah, can I get 3 people really close proximity to me? He's absolutely detained people. Papa Moose seems like he wouldn't take prisoners. Now we build the Metal Gear. Real are we the baddies energy? Where would you rank the Metal Gear series in your top 10 video game franchises? I don't know. That's a big question. I feel like I would have to sit down and really map things out. Because... That's my problem, is I have a lot of games that if you were like, oh, name your top 10 right now, I would give you like 30. Because I would be naming things and changing my mind. Like in the middle of my thought process, I would be like, oh, I think it, like, I'd be like, well, of course. I was gonna say Gears of War, but Gears of War is definitely in my top 10. Clearly one of them is Sonic 06, right? Don't make me come over there. Yeah, like, Gears is in my top 10. I want to say Dragon Age is in my top 10. Maybe save it for a tier list stream, yeah, because I don't know, I feel like it takes a lot of thinking. And I feel like it's hard too, because there's, you know, you have different moods. There's some days where I wake up and I'm like, I really love JRPGs and I just want to play JRPGs for the next week. And then there's days where I wake up and I'm like, if I have to see a single anime boy in a video game today, I'll CQC my TV. So it's hard. It's because, yeah, I think it depends on your moods. I feel like I would have to do make it easy which Metal Gear you like the most so far and which characters. That's also really hard though. I was just talking about this last stream because somebody else asked me which my favorite Metal Gear. They were like, oh, is Peace Walker your favorite Metal Gear so far? Because you've been like really grinding it and getting really into it. And I was like, probably gameplay wise. Yeah, it's probably my favorite gameplay wise because I love grindy stuff and I love fiddly stuff and I love like min-maxing. Oh, maybe I should hold on. Gertrude needs to change. I love fiddly stuff. I love min-maxing. I love all of that. And so I think Peace Walker is my favorite gameplay wise, but I loved one's vibe. I loved how it set everything up. I love how weird 2 is. Cause I like weird unhinged stuff, and I feel like 2 was like peak weird unhinged. I feel so and I liked Raiden. Like everyone was like, oh, everybody hated Raiden when he came out, but I liked Raiden in 2. And then 3 obviously had a really, really good story. And then 4 was also insane, but I loved it a lot. One of my favorite chat messages that I got during 4 was, I've tried for years to decode this story with limited success. But like I really, even though 4 was crazy, I loved it, and I obviously cried, like ugly cried really grossly at the end. Like super gross. And so I have like I don't know, I have fondness for all of them, but for different reasons. Like I like the unhingedness of 2, I like the story of 3, I like the emotions of 4, if that makes sense. But my number one husband character is Otakon. He's 100% Otakon is my boy forever, even though he's constantly getting baited by females. The pants pisser. He's constantly getting baited by females. But he's my boy forever. But I also love Ocelot a lot as well. I love Ocelot. I love Solid Snake and Big Boss. I do not like Naomi. And I do not like Rose. And I like Raiden. Yeah, it's Mei-Ling, exquisite, perfect, angel. Naomi was okay in one, okay, but that doesn't save her. But Maple, do you know what day it is? Do I know what day it is tomorrow, Jack? My favorite part about Rose is how Campbell was like, this is a secret mission. This is a secret mission, highly classified. Make sure to use his code name, Raiden. And she's like, do you know what day it is tomorrow, Jack? Hey, Jack. I mean, Raiden. Do you like being named Jack? I mean, Raiden. Never forget what you can get. What could you possibly gain? 7 across the ass. But yeah, no, it was. That's the problem. Is I like them all. I definitely like them all in their own ways. I just like. I don't know, I like them all. They're all angels. Just comes into Raiden's chat and doxes his ass. No, I think they're all angels, but yeah, I mean, Otakon is my number one forever. I mean, actually, that's one thing I'm excited about for Otakon, is every year I see Metal Gear stuff, like keychains, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice, I don't know what that is. Or like, I'm vaguely aware that this is Metal Gear, but I don't get the context. Now this year I'm gonna be like, it's all mine! I can take it all for myself. Where does Ape Escape fit in? Well, obviously the monkey named Snake is the best Snake. He seems like the one with the most combat experience. And he uncovered the goon room, so... So he's an in-universe legend. Did you watch the What Happened? I did! I finally was able to watch it all the way through without getting absolutely clocked by how I can't stay awake past 11 p.m. I did watch it. It was so interesting. I was totally unaware of the insane history of Retro Studios. I didn't know about the CEO who was like filming porn on company time and hosting it on company servers. Just a really bold move. And I just like that Nintendo was like, we have the timestamps. I didn't know that either. Yeah, it's crazy. No, it's the What Happened, the What Happened series. I was saying in a past stream that they're like shockingly well researched from what I've heard, and then when I played Metroid, I was informed that there's a What Happened about Metroid Prime, and I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, I wanna watch that. And it took me forever, but I finally watched it, and yeah, it was basically to summarize, Nintendo was like, oh yeah, we'll fund retro studios and help them get set up, make some games as launch titles for the GameCube. Let's see what happens here. And basically the guy who they got to start retro studios just was getting a ton of money. He hired like a bunch of people who were not qualified. And then he just started going and blowing his money on like hookers and blow and filming porn of them at his house and hosting it on retro company servers. And then Nintendo was like, where are the 4 GameCube launch titles that you promised us? And it got so suspicious that like the higher ups from Japan came and were like, we're gonna, you know, take a look, see what's going on here. And everyone at Retro was like shitting their pants, like, oh my god, we have nothing to show them. And so 3 of the games got axed because they were essentially tech demos and not usable. But then the 4th game they saw and they were like, we might be able to make a Metroid out of this if you can pull it off. And so they basically put their whole selves into pulling it off, and it was really interesting because it talked a little bit about how like Miyamoto was basically like, you have to figure out how to swap between ball mode and first person mode or this game isn't gonna happen. Like, you need to find an artful way to do it or the game's off. So it was really, it was like very high expectations. And of course, and I totally forgot about this part because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of things get cleansed from history, but in terms of like the game, when games like are rumored versus when they come out. But I forgot that everyone was ragging on Prime before it came out and we're like, oh, this is gonna be an embarrassment, it's not gonna be Metroid, it's gonna be a totally different thing that's masquerading as Metroid. I totally forgot about that aspect of it. And so like morale was very low at the studio. And then basically they shipped it, sent it off for publishing, washed their hands of it, and a ton of people at the company took time off because they were like, I just killed myself to complete that game after we had our shitty CEO ousted because he was, instead of working, he was filming porn at his house on company time, on company dollars. And Nintendo has the timestamps. And then they all basically put Metroid Prime out of their minds, walked away, and then were kind of shocked when everyone loved it and it was critically acclaimed. So I thought that was really cool, as one does. A lot of GameCube games that we love now were hated before they came out. Yeah, I remember the Wind Waker like pre-release. Everyone was so mad. Everyone was like, oh, it's Zelda. Who wants Zelda? That's not my Link. My Link would never be Zelda. And now Wind Waker's like one of the most beloved Zelda games. People just really don't like change. I get it. I am also that guy. But I feel like when I see games that I love trying something new, I try to approach it optimistically, at least. Like, I wasn't in love with how Dragon Age looked in the teaser trailer on the Xbox showcase. I was like, this art style, this art direction isn't really doing it for me. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna freak out like everyone else online. And then sure enough, they showed the gameplay and it looks amazing. So I never had to freak out like everyone else. You remember when Inafune was trying to make a Metroid Prime for Mega Man? Wait. You mean Mighty Number 9? what do you think of the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake in the mix? I'm definitely gonna play it. I'm probably gonna stream it whenever it comes out. It would be nice if I can beat Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, and 5 before Snake Eater remake comes out. That's kind of my goal, I guess, internally at this point. Easy. It's probably gonna come out on November 17th of the game's anniversary. Not official, just a guess. Oh, interesting. I feel like if I try really hard, I can beat 5 by then. I feel like I could make that happen. I feel like that's not out of the realm of possibility. Five is like 80 hours. Well, it's time to buckle up. It's time to buckle up. Make sure that we're ready for this, because I want to play the Wii make. The Wii make when it comes out. 5 is the longest in the franchise. I'm committed. I'm pretty good, if I do say so myself. But I'm gonna raid so that I can go pack for my otakon trip. Thank you guys so much for coming. You're pretty good. Strapped in, locked in, moose fitted. That moose is not gaming. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out and getting to the first credits question mark of Peace Walker for me. I'm gonna go grind while I'm on my otakon trip, and I'll come back and we can hopefully finish the game. And then I'll get to 5 and I will make it my game every single day, every single week, every single year. Until it is done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your— Wait, I have a quick question before you go. Did they ever play Roblox? Did Barry trick them into playing Roblox at all? I was on. I've never played Roblox, but I was rooting for her. No. Okay. Thankfully, no. Okay. Well, she'll get him someday. Alright, well, have a good rest of your night, or your morning, or your afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you go, wherever you are, and Otsu, peace!